Alrighty, and we're off. Hello, and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 67. My name is Meg, and I will be your host. You're joining me on a very cloudy Rockville day, which is excellent. Cloudy means that it won't be as hot. I live here with my husband, and if you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I wanted to squeeze this in before I went off to Maryland Sheep and Wool, or technically today is Needles Up. I'm very excited. I got a VIP ticket. I'm going to get to see Sue in person, and I am going to miss Chelsea excessively. Hello! I am trying not to get too blown out here, but see, yeah, it's better. All right, we'll try that for now. And yeah, welcome back. You're dealing with all of this crazy liveness and how I can never seem to be centered in the camera. So one more shift. Hey, there we go. And we're up and we're good. All right. So today is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. I figured it was only fitting to have coffee out of my Darth Vader mug, which I got from my boss last year, and I podcasted with last year on May 4th. Yeah, it was fantastic. Or May 5th, I think. Which, how funny is it that Maryland Sheep and Wool is going to be on Cinco de Mayo? I love it. So I'm having regular coffee with cream, and I've actually thrown a tablespoon of fiber in there to help up that because we have been keto recently, and I haven't been eating as many greens and vegetables as I used to. So just trying to get that in there. I cannot taste it. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. Just calming down for the day. I know I just woke up, but I was in a flurry. I did my hair, I did my makeup. I want to be absolutely 100% ready to leave because Needles Up is at 1 and it is only 10, so I'll have time to get some stuff done, but I wanted to be ready. And I kind of wanted it to be like you could see me here and then it's as if I walked right off the screen and you see me there. So, today I have not one, not two, but 3 finished objects. How exciting is that? I'm sorry, I'm going to try not to get too close to the camera because obviously that's where I blow out. Okay, there we go. So, finished object number 1 is the one that I am wearing. I am wearing an Andy Satterland pattern. Thank you. Thank you. Goes good with my hair. So this is an Andy Satterland pattern. Now, Andy Satterland tends to design things in a DK or worsted weight yarn, but they're still really beautiful and feminine and light. And Katie from Inside Number 23 always talks about how much she loved her patterns. And I didn't really understand what she meant. I mean, her sweaters were pretty, but I just wasn't like getting it. I get it now. This is the first one I've ever done. This is the first time I've ever done this sweater construction. This was a fingering weight, so I was working with dragonfly fibers, and I'm not sure of the color. I have to look it up. I remember the dragonfly fibers tag, and I think it was on a sock weight, so I probably had about 900 yards of it in 2 skeins, and then I bought a third skein that was a DK weight that matched the colors, or so I thought. Last time I knit this sweater, I striped the fingering with the DK, and it was stripe still. It was terrible. So I ripped the whole thing out. This time, I did not alternate skeins. I used only the fingering weight, and I knit the 1X size. So you can see it does not fit with massive negative ease. I can button my sweater all the way down, and it doesn't, what bugs me is when the buttons look like they're about to burst. So it doesn't really pull too much. I've noticed I don't really tend to do the top button on my cardigans. I always do the bottom button around my waist. But on this cardigan, I think I like the top button because it keeps it from slipping down off my shoulders. And it has this really pretty lace pattern. This side I did pretty well. It was the second side I did. This side I did all right, no, sorry, second side, first side. I missed one repeat here, so it kind of like goes smoothly and then just drops double. So I was close, and this one I think I got that much better. Again, if I didn't point it out to you, you probably wouldn't notice. You start with the back, you go over one shoulder, you go over the other shoulder, you come down a little bit, you join under the sleeves, you go down underneath the bust, you knit the bottom band, you come up, you knit the top band, you knit these, you knit the sleeves. And I'm not going to go into great detail because it is a paid-for pattern, which I highly recommend you getting. I think I now own 4 of Andy's patterns because I just fell in love with how this fit and how it worked out. And I'm absolutely in love with it. I knit the sleeves slightly shorter than was recommended. I went just past the elbow because that was about my attention span. And I decreased because I actually had too much fabric, I think. I liked a little bit more negative ease here. About 8 stitches over what I would want to be, probably. But it does leave a nice bendable amount of room in my sleeve, so I'm not gonna complain too much. And I will just tilt the camera down for a second. So I have 6 buttons down, all my buttonholes on one side, all the decreases are into the arm, and I'm gonna put you back gently. Yes, it's Andy Satterland, and you can find her as Andy Sat on Instagram, I believe. I've been following her recently, and I found out that she designed a cardigan that I've had in my retro design dreams for a while. So on Instagram you can make collections and stuff, and I have sweaters, wish knits, shawls, vintage fashion. And the cover photo of vintage fashion is this photo that was knit by Emmy Design in Sweden. And then I found this one that was also Emmy Design in Sweden with June Cleaver, and it was this kind of like yellowy, cable-y thing. So then I found out that Andy Satterland has this one. How gorgeous. So I am so excited to have this.
My name's David. May I ask who's in charge?
The husband doesn't know I can hear him, does he? Pat!
May I ask who's in charge?
I don't know what happened.
This is the fun of live. This is it. But anyway. So this was a sweater of the month, and the sweater of the month was Agatha. And Agatha is the next one that's in my sights because it looks just like this vintage cardigan that I have been obsessing over in multiple pictures. So excited. I also am so excited to have the pattern for the beauty school dropout of I just saw her face. Who are you? Poison Girls, yes. So she didn't design that one, but that is the designer of the beauty school dropout, and I am so excited to have that one. I think it's based off of Frenchie's beauty school dropout. But it's a perfect, and now that I have knit this, I understand her construction much better. I won't say perfectly, but much better than I did previously. So, yep, the lace goes a little bit back over the sleeves. And I mean, right now, I feel like my air is not on. It is a little bit warm sitting up here. The dryer was on overnight. So it's just a little bit hot, but that's about how it lays unbuttoned, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm trying to wear it as much as possible before it gets just too disgustingly hot to wear it at all. But even then, I think I might be throwing it into bags because air conditioning is a thing, and I really want to wear it. So moving on, so this was finished object 1. I finished this on, I wore it to work on Monday. Sunday night? Monday night? Sunday or Monday night? Somewhere around there. I'll have to figure it out. My next one that I got done before I finished the cardigan I finished my Christmas sock. This has been a long time coming. This was my New Year's Eve cast. No, my New Year's Day cast on because I wanted it to count for this year's box of socks. So the first sock of the new year is out of my Mermaid Holiday Party colorway that will be coming in a kit with Georgiana of Stitching Plaza. I will be doing pepper imps to go with the sock if you would like to have a matching heel like me. And I'm going to be doing it probably on shiny sock, but if you would like some kits that don't include Stellina, I can work that out too. So this is getting horribly blown out. There we go. Mermaid Holiday Party. One of my favorites that came out of the dye inspiration day that I did for all of the Christmas colors this year. 2x2 cuff, not that long. These were knit in a 1.5, US 1.5, in magic loop 2 at a time. Yeah, yep, that's about it. Basic sock. I have 2 of them. I just only put one on the blocker at a time. I'm loving it. I was trying to do a red stripe and then a green stripe and then a red stripe again, and it just didn't look good. So I did rip all of that out and just re-knit the top 5 rows and bound off and just called it a day. I was so done. The yarn was dwindling to minimal yarn at that point. This was a 50-gram ball, and I got 2 socks about this length out of it. And then I just used a contrasting mini for the heel in a afterthought heel. So I cut in, did that, and yeah, I love it. I love it. It was a very easy knit. It was good for purse knitting and all of that, but I will say it's May and I've had it on the needle since January, so you can see I got very distracted in between, and there were just a lot of things. There were a lot of things that got me distracted, but I'm thrilled that they're done. This is my 3rd pair for my box of socks this year, which is a knit along that Kristen of Vine does and Yarngasm podcast, who was on 271 episodes or something. Insane. Absolutely insane. Wonderful. Keep going. But yes, so that was one, and I'll just put that down there. And second, for my house cal, there was a House Pride class cal. Hogwarts class cal. There we go. If I knew the name to my own knit along, that would be great. The Hogwarts class cal just ended. I have locked the owls. And I have about 19 finished object owls in there, and then I think, what else? The Shusui Shrug. I didn't do any of my admin this morning. We're also doing the Shusui Shrug along, which just ended May 1st. So that was a non-finished object thread, which I also locked. So that'll be in there. But this was for the Hogwarts class cal, which I was co-hosting with Nina of This Old Knit podcast. Hi. And I finished my sock. That's the point of this ramble. I finished my sock. Not in time for my own knit along, but I'm only 3 days late, so close. I feel like between my hair and my outfit today, this sock would go really well with my outfit, but I cannot wear it because it is just going to be way too hot. But this is the McGonagall colorway from Nomadic Yarns, and it is mixed with a Knit Picks toe heel and cuff that is cordial, not actually sure. My husband says it differently, so now I'm not sure I'm right. I've been calling it cordial forever. But yeah, so it is in the Stellina sock base that she carries, which is one of the thinner ones that I own now. I've tended towards her thicker bases, like 80-20 and stuff. Okay, so Julie agrees with me. Cordial. So this is the Knit Picks cordial, and it's just perfect for her Bellatrix, Sirius, McGonagall. This stripe that she does just complements this colorway really well. So if you're looking for something, it's a big skein, but you can use it for multiple ones for hers. It would also go great with Molly Weasley. It would also go great with probably Arthur Weasley, and it goes great with the Burrow, which I might do it. So anyway, it's a great workhorse skein to have in your stash if you're looking for something that you can use for lots of socks. I also used it, or could have used it, for my Valentine socks from the Scrumptious Pearl. So anyway, lots of use for it. I love her yarn. I'm very thrilled to be working through my nomadic yarn stash, which is in this bird cage here. I just shoved all of the skeins that I get from her in there. This is the Quirl colorway, and then in there just the rest of them. I really do have goals of finishing all of my nomadics yarn stash at some point, but I'm a bit of a squirrel, so I have quite a bit, and yeah, so it'll take me a bit, but I don't mind. So this gorgeous olive, and then you have like slate gray, light gray, and this just beautiful kind of deep wine purple. Very pretty, very pretty. And it's a 2x2 that I didn't count very well, so it's a 2x2 by 4x2. Cordial. Oh, cordial is a juice mix, and the other is the adjective. So the question is, did they name it after being cordial, or did they name it after the juice of cordial? That will tell you how to say this yarn. Oh, so pretty. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3. 3 whips into 3 FOs. What else did I work on? Oh, in my Proud to be a Gryffindor bag by Lila Stiles on Etsy, who is Angelica, and has the little Gryffindor print inside. Speaking of nomadic yarns, I just got this one in a little while ago. You might remember it. It is the Burrow. And it looks like this. I feel like Matisse just put a bowler hat on me. If anyone gets that art reference. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, that's more accurate, the color. So I have the Burrow on her 80/20, I believe. Yeah, 80/20. And here it is knitting up. Oh, just so gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. I have a little Weasley car on there. Oh, congratulations on your first socks. Sock knitting is very addictive. The minute I knew I was casting these off, I cast another pair on because I was going to clear 2 pairs of needles, and I thought I deserved that. I regret nothing. So, I do the inside and the outside of the ball. So to detangle it, I just kind of do this and then go back to knitting. Some people like to separate the balls completely, but that's just how I roll. Good morning, Lindsay. So yeah, I have a little Weasley car on there. And the Burrow, it's just... Oh, see? Everyone's doing socks. Nikki, good morning, Robert. Nikki just started socks, and we're all so proud of her, too. So yes, I'm absolutely in love with the Burrow. This is so gorgeous, and I think... Where'd you go? I think that it would look just beautiful with that cordial as well. But I also have a brown, a gorgeous Warm and Toasty from Gabby, who is Once Upon a Corgi. So I think that might bring out this stripe, but the red burgundy is the biggest stripe in this. So I'm still debating. The nice thing about Afterthought heels is that I can wait for almost the whole sock until I decide what color I want to do my contrast in. So, woo! Just finished her first pair 2 at a time. Congratulations! Really nice wooden sock blockers. I don't know. All of mine are plastic, but Kristen from Vine did mention the last time, not the last podcast, but in a podcast, she might have it in her recent facts. She mentioned where she got hers, and she really, really liked it. So that's all I can say. Oh, see, there you go, guys. You take over. But yes, so thrilled. So thrilled. If you flip the cake over so the middle string is coming out of the, hold on, didn't get to read all that. Come back. There it is. If you flip the cake over so that the middle string is coming out of the bottom and the outside string is pulled off the top, they won't get twisted. I will try that. That is fascinating. But yes, in my gorgeous canvas Gryffindor bag. And, oh golly, that's about it. I think it's been about a week since I podcasted. It was Wednesday and this is Friday. And I was going to podcast Wednesday, but I decided to dye yarn and ship orders instead. Most of the dragons have gone out. There's, I think, just one more that I'm doing with it. It's another skein, so I had to wait a little bit. And then they were received very well. Thank you so much to everybody who bought a dragon kit. They are now available on my Etsy shop, which is badwolfgirlstudios.etsy.com, and you will find the link right down below. And all of those dragons are available in full skein form now on 4 different bases. It's like a full buffet. And if one of the bases that you were hoping for is sold out, please feel free to message me. I would be more than happy to check my stock and see if I can put it on the base that you truly want. So I'd be thrilled. Oh, what else? I am still on the hunt. I'm almost, we went to the movies, we saw Avengers, didn't weep, but my heart was pretty broken, I'll say that. I was also slain for the good of Thanos, in case anyone was curious. I checked. But we went to the movies and I took my McGonagall socks. I got the entire leg pretty much done that day because I knit like this much in the movies because I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? It was hysterical. I made one mistake, but it was a very bright scene and I was able to boop, pick it right back up and go to town. So this is the Cliff Diver colorway, and again, I really, really, really want a contrasting gold to go with it. I own nothing that matches. I don't know how, but I own nothing that matches. I tried dyeing my own. That doesn't match either. Driving me bananas. So, I am going to take this to Needles Up today, and I'm going to take it to Maryland Sheep'n Wool tomorrow, and I am on the hunt for a color that might go with this gold. And I'm really hoping it's a mini. Even though it's a beautiful gold brown. I'm sure I could find other uses for it, but I'm kind of hoping it's a mini, so I don't have a ton of it in stash. I reached out to Sam on Etsy, but on Instagram, but I'm pretty sure she didn't see it. So I did note that she has an email, like contact me on her website, and I just haven't gotten the time to sit down and email her. But I do intend to, because perhaps one of her colorways that she does singly, she does, tonals, perhaps that would match it perfectly. But yeah, so I'm past the heels. I haven't worked on them since you saw them, so I think that's what you saw last time. Yeah, I really, really desperately want that gold. I don't know why I need it so bad, but I do. And I am maybe 5 stripes away from needing it. So I'm getting quite close. That would be an evening's knit, 5 stripes. I would be ready for the cuffs. So I need that gold. I'm just set on it at this point. I don't know why. So in Mr. Postman this week, I feel like I'm like slowly shrinking off of the screen here. In Mr. Postman this week, I was lucky enough to get these gorgeous bags by Stitched Below. I have actually never owned a bag this shape. All the bags that I am blessed with. I don't think I own a bag this shape. I love it. It kind of looks like a purse, like I could throw it under my arm and take it with me, which I might be doing. So these are absolutely gorgeous, and I was lucky enough that Nicole reached out to me. So I got a beautiful card, which I loved, and stitched below, let's see if I can get it. It's a little bit shiny, which is awesome. Stitched below. Oh, that's cool. Yep. So she is stitched below on Instagram, and she has just started. So she reached out to me and asked if she could share a little bit with me, and I very graciously said yes. I was like, yes, please. Oh my gosh. So I got 3 little minis. She said that this one reminded me of her, or reminded her of me, and I'm like, yeah, reminds me of me too. Look at that. Love it. It's like a really dark pinup zombie. Love it. So I just have those all tucked into here right now. So this is the bag that that she kind of picked out for me. And she's like, I figured you'd like this one. I'm like, you figured right. You figured so right. And it's got a sparkly bottom, which I don't know if you can actually see. It's white, but it has silver sparkles on it. I love it so much. It kind of goes in my hair too. But there is one for you. So I have a 3,000 subscriber giveaway open in the Ravelry group right now. This bag plus a skein of yarn is going to be going to the winner. So if you would like to enter in that, please go over to Ravelry and enter into the giveaway thread. I have been pretty good with locking up the threads so that people don't get confused if something's open or not open. So yes, Ravelry, and this gorgeous bag could be coming to you. Look at that. Oh. It's like, it's got this nice plush sort of quilted feel to it. I like it. I think it's the interfacing that people put in. I don't know, feels nice. And then it's got a box bottom bag, so you'll be able to sit it down. I would say it would hold at least 3 skeins of yarn sitting. Probably really good for colorwork mittens, things that you have like 50-gram balls, you know, like 2 or 3 of them. You would be easily able to just line them up along the bottom of the bag and just do. So exciting. Love it. I love it. Excuse me. And more Darth Vader coffee. Anyone who has just come in, this is the mug that I am drinking out of today. It is a Geeky Tiki mug that I got from my boss, and I adore it. They come in a lot of styles, but it was kind of like a grab box. Like you just reach in and pull one out, and I pulled out Darth Vader. There were like stormtroopers and Yoda. Yoda was pretty cute. He had like little ears that came out the top. Love it. But it's really good. It's red on the inside. I adore it. But yes, so more with shop news. Not only have has Andrea purchased a huge haul from me. May the 4th be with you as well, Robert. And not only has Andrea purchased a huge haul for me for the Yarn Club in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and all of my yarn went there a little bit ago, and she was quite thrilled. I have a turning rack at her shop. Just, yes, so cool, so cool. So not only has that gone out, but I will also be vending at the public Knit-toxication event that the Fiberists have been organizing, and I got some space in the cellar itself, I believe. So it's the Fabioli Cellars in Virginia, and it's going to be on June 9th. I want to say it's like 9 to 5. No, 10 to 5, about. So if you're in the area, please come. Not only is it a wine cellar, winery. It's a winery. Not only is it a winery, but this whole theme is speakeasy, and there's going to be places to knit and spin and drink and eat and shop, and I'm in the process of finding out how to get a little swipe card thing so that you can all check out with or without cash. My husband will be coming with me. He will be the bank and he will be the math. So I'm just so grateful for him every single day. Just can't even tell you. So he'll be coming with me, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just have to pay for my table, and then I'm 100% officially in. I'm thinking of also getting either a turning rack or a yarn wall. Can you tell me in the comments down below from your past experiences at yarn vending places, is it easier for multiple people to shop at the wall or to shop at a rack? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you. So I am very excited to be doing that, and I have come up with a new colorway just for that. Have come up with a new colorway just for that, and my inspiration is all of those gorgeous tropical drinks that you can get. It's a bit bright. So it's going from a neon yellow. This fade is my favorite. The yellow to orange, orange to pink, pink to darker pink, pink to purple. I love it so much. So these skeins, I think I'm gonna have about 10, maybe more, depends on the interest, but about 10 skeins at the sellers. It's not going to be available in my shop. I just want to offer it as a kind of special, and then after the public intoxication, if there's any interest, if anyone's asking for it specifically, I can see what I can do about listing it. But there you go. Yep. So it just reminded me of one of those like tropical sunset drinks that you can get. Kind of like a tequila sunrise mixed with maybe some fruit. So pretty. It's blowing out if I put it too close, but that is pretty accurate back here. Yes. So happy. So I'm very excited to share that with you. I had the idea the other day, and I had some extra skein yarn with me that I was like, just throw it in, see what it does. Also still available is Rowena Ravenclaw. You've got these gorgeous blue speckles on this icy gray. Hermione, which, ignore the little tie in there. It does look like a pack of highlighters. You were completely right. And I have finally dyed up more mandrake and sprouts. So there will be 2 skeins of mandrake with their minis going into the shop quite soon, and then everything else will be pre-orders. So I have 2 ready to ship on the matte base, and then everything else will be pre-orders. This is actually 2 minis rolled into one. I just wanted to be able to show it to you. So it's 20 gram mini and 100 gram skein. So mandrakes. Yeah, gorgeous. So pretty. And I just wanted to share all of that. Oh, one more. I finally got my Weasley's kit together. So last week, I believe, I showed off the Weasley Wizard Wheezes. It now has its 3 minis, which is a Flair for Business, Peruvian Darkness Powder, and Weasley and Weasley. I'm debating if there should be a green in this as well. I feel like a lime green is kind of needed. Like, just to feel like a green is needed in there. But we will see. We will see. So yes, a Flair for Business is kind of blown. There it is. Come on, there. Yep. Yes. So we have 3 minis that are Fred and George themed. Peruvian Darkness Powder, Flair for Business, Weasley and Weasley. And the orange is quite orange, I will say that. And they go like this. And then this is the original skein of purple. There are 2 of these, and then the next batch, I'm gonna try to make this even richer. But it goes like that. It's really nice, deep purple to lavender to lilac, and just ta-da. So I'm gonna have some kits available. I dyed up, I want to say 5 of each of the minis. Yeah, I usually dye in 5s. So I dyed up 5 of each of the minis, which means I'll just need 3 more of these skeins, and then I can list them all. And it's kind of a first come, first serve. I will obviously tell you when I am ready to list them. The one I'm holding right now would be ready to go. So, yeah, I can, once I get photos done, pretty much. That was the one thing that was missing, but I did get all the dragons up, and I did get an order recently for a full skein of each of the dragons. So before I send it out, I'm going to take photos of all those full skeins so that I have the large photos as well. Right now, I just have the minis, which are very accurate and true to color, but I just want you to be able to see them in big skeins too. Yep. So fun. Love it. Thank you. So yeah, I was watching the 6th movie, and their friend George's shop it was speaking to me. I kind of think I might do, and tell me if you like this idea, I might do some mini sets where I do all of the Hogsmeade colors that I've been creating. So it would have Butterbeer, Pumpkin Pasties, Hogshead, Leaky Cauldron, who else was in there? Chocolate Frogs, Pepper Imps, that kind of thing. So it would have like maybe 5 or 7 minis in a set. And then you would be able to get like a sampling basically of all of the Hogwarts colors, and then if you wanted any big ones, you would know, because holding them in your hand, sometimes you're like, well, I need more of that. Like I think I could knit a whole cardigan out of Peruvian darkness powder easily, because it's just, yep, yeah, I feel like I could rock that blue, really do. Oh, so fun. So yes, the Weasley kit coming soon, and the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, it's just moving right along. I feel like I don't have enough to show you this week because I finished so many things. Sorry. I don't think I've ever felt like I finished too much. I normally just have like things on things on things. So, I have been working on that shell cottage top tee, and I am almost done the body, and I'm sitting here with it, and I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I like it at all. I am almost done. I'm literally on the ribbing, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I like this. And I'm having a bit of an internal struggle because I'm not sure if I just don't like it because it's not blocked, or if I just don't like it. I think I just don't like it. I think I don't like how it turned out. So I'm thinking I might rip it out, and I might try a tegna, but do a tegna that would stop at my hips like I normally wear my tops, and only do 1 round of lace instead of 2 because I don't really like the double lace. Personally, I think I just want the 1 round. So I'm debating a tegna, which a lot of people are knitting right now. I like it, and I don't know if I like it for me. But Tristan's looked pretty good, and Knit and Knitabilities, hers was really cute, but it's cropped. Rachel's looked really pretty, which made me want to re-knit on my top. I'm just torn because you spend so much time, and I'm like, I don't want to rip it out. But I think I'm not happy with it, so I'm gonna try it on in front of a mirror. I tried it on, and I was just like feeling for how lengthy it was, and it was the right length, so I started the ribbing. I was gonna do like 5 inches of ribbing, But before I do all 5 inches of ribbing, I think I'm going to put it on again, and I'm going to do it in front of a mirror and see maybe if like I just added some sleeves, like a boxy would have sleeves. If I added some sleeves, would that change how it looks? I have to get a really good look at it and decide where its future is going. Giant truck. But I'm very a little bit heartbroken. Steam the shell cottage. Oh, steam it. That's a good idea. I do have a steamer. My husband was wonderful and bought me a steamer for one of our anniversaries because he knows I have a lot of knitwear. I should, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea because I did block the collar and I loved how that looked. And I was like, oh, this is going to be perfect. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be gorgeous. I just don't know. So torn. So yes, anyway, working on that. Say love you. And I will be carrying around my gorgeous sheepy bag with all of my pins. I have the Fiberists, junk yarn, Shelly Ken's Literally Dying, which I saw a few of her pins. The one chooses the wizard. Lost it. I need them in the worst way. But I'm bringing this with me to Maryland Sheep and Wool because it's a very easy carry around. I also seem to have something very hefty in here. I'm not sure if it's pins or if it's coins, but I'm gonna have to, oh, it's coins. It's coins. And stitch things, and yeah, okay. Just trying to figure out why my bag feels so heavy when there's literally no yarn in it. It's the coins are heavy. Jeez, they really add up. So I will be bringing pins so that you can get any of my pins. They are about this size, one size bigger. They're 1/4 of an inch bigger. I got the bigger pins. They're about, maybe about the circumference of this. I'm very excited. I'm going to take this around with me. I'm going to carry my Burrow socks around with me. I've got a pair of socks for Pat that I'm almost done. Thank you so much. I just dyed it last night. Pat socks that I need to work on. I've got several of those. I've got, oh, I'm positive I've got more socks up here that I'm not done at all with, but I'm in a very big finishing kick. More importantly, I'm in a stuff my box of socks kick because I've realized that it's May and I think now I have 4 pairs, so I'm technically 1 pair behind. But if I can finish, where'd you go? If I can finish these, then I would not be 1 pair behind, and I'm sure I'm gonna blast through my Burrow socks because they're just so pretty. And I'm enjoying them so much. And then I want to do curl. And then I want to do my Rhinebeck ones. And then I want to do Dobby ones. I'm just going to keep going. Sorry, I have like such a froggy throat today. I think it's because I just woke up and you're the first people I'm talking to. I have a feeling I'm going to do a lot of talking today with everybody. And I'm so excited. I have, oh, good morning, Georgianne. It's so wonderful to hear from you. I loved your goldfish memory shawl. That was beautiful. Just happened to notice it the other day. And I'm almost done my Pepper Imps boxy sweater. And I've gotten a real hankering to work on my bottom up boxy in my Hagrid colorway. Last night when I was deciding that, you're welcome. When I was deciding that my shell cottage top may not be the right top for me right now, I was thinking of other like sweatery things, and pretty sure there's gonna be another Andy Satterland coming along, and I do, can I reach those? No, I can't. I do really want to make a Yule Grand sweater, which is Andy Satterland. I might change the color a little bit. It's a funnel neck. I think I'll do a little less of a funnel for the neck. Excuse me. And I want to do a green. I went to my local yarn store, Woolminders, and I did not find the green. I saw some hedgehog fibers, but I felt it was too blue. And I found some Malabrigo, but it was more this shade. And I have 2 sweaters in the shade now. I don't need a third. I really, really, really want just a classic emerald color. And I think I might have to dye it myself, I'm not sure. But I really, really do want to look at Maryland Sheep and Wool and I do want to look today at Needles Up to see if there is anything that could strike my fancy. I am also thinking I might make a golden snitch batch for myself and do that gold cardigan that I showed in the beginning. What's hers called? Agatha? I think it's called the Agatha. I could be wrong. But another Andy Satterland cardigan thing that I can throw over, because I do have quite a few retro dresses, which I enjoy excessively. And today's has just like straps because I'm preparing for it to be hot in case. So yes. And then I have an Amazon package showing up today that I might be able to wear for tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to fit. I've done the measurements as best I can, but people have said that the dress runs a little small, and it came with free returns, so I'm just going to try it and see how it works. But y'all see that tomorrow. My husband helped me pick out my outfits. I was like, does this go together? Does this go together? I wanted to show off my cardigan. But yeah, I'm just so excited. So I guess, nope, one more thing. As I totally disappear. One more thing. I finally made a purchase from Barbara, who is Knitting I Love. I love her accent. I could listen to her all day. And I also adore that she does these finished object videos where if you just want to know about those socks, she will tell you everything about those socks. It's amazing. So I made a little purchase. I'm going to pull some out. Made a little purchase. And she sent me some extra goodies. So the ones that I was super keen on were these. There they are. And they are fold over tags that you would put on the brim or on the edge of a sweater or a hat. And I'm thinking that I want to do I want to do maybe the sheep and heart one on this. And I'm not sure if I want it like here on the collar or like on my arm here or on the bottom band, like under there. I'm not sure yet, but I think the brown is going to go really well with it because I have brown buttons. So I got that, and I think I ordered 2 sets of brown. So I have another set over here, and then I ordered a set of gray, I think. Yeah. So in case things looked better with gray than brown, I got that. But then she sent this adorable little bag marker or stitch marker. Has puppy paws on it. Makes me think of my Tiwi. She just turned 2. And she graduated into official level 2. She's been in training for level 2 for a little bit, but all of her siblings have just caught up. So I'm so proud. Pat and I are so proud. Because we made it. We made it to final round. Only 8 dogs made it to the final round. And some of that was medical, and some of that's temperament. They're better suited for something else. So then she sent these adorable little heart ones that I guess you could sew on this way so that you would see the whole heart. And then it's a set here, and it has all of her cute like little sewn on ones. So you would have hearts, you have little sheepy ones, little sheepy tags here, and the year, which I love. So there's a set of those here, and there's a set of them here. Oh. So I think I'm gonna include a little bit into the 3,000 subscriber giveaway, and I'll pop some of these into your bag as well, so that you can share in the gorgeous wonderfulness that is Barbara and her beautiful work. She does wonderful work, and I'm just so thrilled. I'm so thrilled to finally have things. Yeah, I've had this idea, and I really would love to order my initials. I found someone on Etsy. I found someone on Amazon. I'd love to order like my initials or the year on a tag that I could sew onto sweaters so that I could remember what year I knit the sweater. So I'm gonna put them in here so I remember. Dun, 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 dun. So yes. And I'm still holding this like I'm gonna knit out of it. I think that is about everything. So, bringing me right into Babel, as if I have not done enough of that already. So we've got trunk shows coming up June, so that's about not a month out, but a little over a month out. June 9th, it's May 4th, so about a month out. Very excited. I'm going to get started on that. I plan to have minis. I plan to have sock sets, tons of fingering weight yarn, and I don't think I'm going to bring any DK or worsted weight type of yarn this time because it's June and I'm really not sure when that'll happen. So, like, I just don't think anyone's going to be looking for worsted weight right now, but I could be wrong. If anyone is, and you want me to bring something and you'll be there, I can bring it. That's not a problem. But yeah, so sock sets and dragons and Weasley kits and Hogwarts kits, mini sets, Hogwarts house sets. I'm thinking like I'm gonna focus a bit on things that like 50-gram sets, like a 50 and a 20, so people can get like, I'll call it like a mini sock set almost. So if you can knit a sock out of 50 grams of yarn plus a 20-gram mini, then that set would be for you, because that set would be for me. What else? Been doing a little bit of running. Patrick's been doing a lot of running. He's training for a 10-miler pretty soon, so I think he had like 7 miles the other day to run, and I was like, I'll come down for the last mile and a half. Just like a little pokey puppy. Tomorrow we do have a 5K, so I better be ready to run 3 miles because we're doing it tomorrow. It'll be like tomorrow at 8 a.m. So we're running the Art and Soul in Baltimore, and there's medals, so I'm very excited about that. And then I'm gonna come home, kind of shove my face, and then tear over to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and hopefully make it in time for the podcaster meetup, and then I'll stay the rest of the day. So I'm very excited about that. If you get a chance to come up to me and say hi, I would love that. I'm always very shy about going up to people. That sounds very weird, as outgoing as I am. But like Pat will be like, oh, like go say hi, and I'm like, no, I don't want to bug them. Like, I think, who was it? I turned around and I was like, Kristen, yeah, Lavanya Patricella is right behind you, or Patronella. Oh God, I always do this now because I was saying it wrong. I can't remember now. And she was like right behind her, and she just turned around and went, Lavanya, hi, this is Megan. And I'm like, you're so much braver. Like, I was like, oh, don't bug her. Shh. But I did get a picture with her at Vogue, and I was so excited. Like, I'm actually turning red right now from the memory. Like, that's how embarrassed. It was wonderful. But I got to meet her, and I got to meet Stephen West, and I got to meet Sue, which I'm going to see again today. Guarantee again she doesn't remember me, but that's okay. I've been chatting more with Chelsea on Instagram, so I'm pretty sure Chelsea would know me, but Chelsea can't come. And we'll miss her, and the Hey Sister podcast girls can't come, and I'm heartbroken over that because I was so excited to meet them in person, and they're so upset, so I won't add on to their sad, but just know that we will miss them terribly. But I am excited to meet Tristan and Kay and, oh my gosh, just all these other makers. Sucre Miniatures, I believe she's going to be there in person, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I will vlog, and I'll put it up as soon as possible, similar along the lines of the vlog that I did for Vogue. So if you like that, then I would be thrilled to share it with you. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. So nice of you. Yeah, I'd be thrilled to do that for you. I'll also be trying to share some things on my Insta story today. So please check in for that if you should wish to. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. That's all I got. It's about an hour, so that's not bad. I'll call that a success. So time check, 11:14. So I've got about an hour and a half or so to settle down and pack and do my makeup. I think I'm good on hair. I left my hair kind of down today, and I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna just get it all off of my neck and put it up somewhere over there because it's just gonna be too darn hot if it goes anywhere near 80 again. I mean, we're having some beautiful weather in Maryland, but it was 90 yesterday as the girls were like not even running but like walking around the field. They're like, it's so hot. I'm like, I know, suck it up, come on, let's go. Can't say that to them. No, we just keep cheering them on. Oh, Georgianne, I want to meet you too. I need to pop into more of those Insta knitting online, what do you call it? It's too early. You know what I mean, right? Video chat things where everybody's on it. Group chats. Group chat of what though? What is it called? Online knit night. Bingo. There we go. Zoom. VPN. Thank you. Virtual knit night. Good Lord. Why did that take so long? I don't think I've eaten yet today. Oh, my husband made like, they're not exactly keto, but they're on their way to being keto. We didn't have the lower keto brown sugar, so there is just basic brown sugar in it, which is delicious. Dark chocolate chips, coconut flour, butter, so not low calorie, but low carb. They're so good. So I'm gonna bring 2 of them to like have in my purse in case I get like emergency hungry today. They're like high and just, you know, high in, they're high in like calories, but they're high in like fiber, and they just keep you full. So I have my fiber coffee. I should be quite well and do just fine because being hungry is no fun. And yeah, I'm gonna just get some sock knitting in, get myself ready. So excited, so excited. And I really, really hope that I can see some of you there. But if you're not going, I hope you enjoy your weekend and your Cinco de Mayo if you're celebrating, seeing friends, doing barbecues, all of that good stuff. So yes, I will next week. Yeah, I have a dentist appointment on Friday, so I either do it after the dentist or Wednesday. So if I don't see you right away, I'll see you Wednesday or Friday. One of the two. Check for me there. All right, wrap it up, Meg. Just close it out. Reminding you to take it 1 cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you next week.